the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency the President and the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. The President is a very strong supporter of female football and the First Lady champion of female football in Sierra Leone. National anthem, please. Please be seated. Your Excellency, Madam First Lady, will commence the program with a short silent prayers and bits of reflection. Amen. Amen. Your Excellency the President, today again you are making out a history to preside over the first ever national female league in the Republic of Sierra Leone. And therefore the board, the female league board, is here to pay courtesy on you and Madam First Lady. And on that note, I would like to invite the President of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Thomas Daddy Boyama, for a statement and also an introduction of the female league board.
Good morning, His Excellency the President of our great nation, Madam First Lady of Sierra Leone. Again, I've always said thank you to you, and I'm going to start by saying thank you. Thanking you because of your relentless effort in making sure that we bring to light what is supposed to be in Sierra Leone, meaning your interest in trying to promote female football. On my far left, my able minister, the Minister of Sports, Leone, who've also been very supportive of this project. Today, we're here to introduce a historic moment. We've had football, female football in Sierra Leone before, but we've not had an organized, I keep saying organized because people will start saying there were times when we used to see people like Musuka. But what we are now doing is, Mr. President, we have organized a board, constituted a board, whose responsibility will be to champion our elite female league, the Premier League. This organization, we believe, will champion the cause for us to be able to compete by whatever standards, by international standards. The board comprises of industrious, powerful women from all regions in Sierra Leone. And it was deliberate because we want female football to go all over the country. Our intention is to make sure we engage women, because people think when we launch football projects, the idea is just to play football. No. Football as a game has its own way of igniting development in any nation. For example, the launch of this board has created employment. The launch of the Premier League, the elite female football league, is going to create employment. It's going to help to take ladies out of the streets. It's going to help to bring in a sense of belonging, an idea that supports your vision for youth development in Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone Football Association wants to say thank you to you for your relentless support in promoting football. We understand at times what people want to hear is winning. But I'll use this opportunity to let people understand that in football, like every other project, there is a starting point, there's a transition period. And when you get to that level, the cruising level, it's always going to be win, win, win. But as yet, I know we all had the results some 2 weeks back in South Africa and Morocco, although this is female football time. But that was transition. We were testing our people. Nevertheless, when we set up this board for this female football, when you guys start competing by international standards, we're not going to give excuses because you guys are new. No. We want Sierra Leone to be seen as Sierra Leone. It's important that we create this opportunity for people. It's important that we expose them girls from Kailan, from Kabbalah, from Makini, from Bo. And we're going to be able to do all of this by taking the game to the provincial areas. His Excellency the President, sir, I'm pleased to tell you that these games will be played nationwide, and more or less the reason why I was asked to invite you officially to the launch in Makini on the 15th of this month. And thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I forgot the other bits to introduce the board. Okay, that's fine. Your Excellency, we also have the players here. There are so many, all the female players at the back. If you want to start, for His Excellency to see all of you. The female players. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. These are going to be the beneficiaries of the week, Your Excellency. You may take your seat. We also have Musupele in our midst as well. Yes, so we can give her a big round. She has been a role model. Your Excellency will move quickly because of time to invite the chairperson for the Female League Board, Mrs. Asma James.
His Excellency the President, Madam First Lady, Mr. Minister of Sports, our own President also with a small p, and ladies and gentlemen, board members, good morning. It has been a very, very long from her office to say you can come tomorrow. By then we have members of the board who are country, they couldn't make it to that meeting. But here we are today again. I got a message from her on Monday morning to see if it's possible to come here with the entire board members and players for us all to see them. And my husband thought it was something bad, and I said the managers will send message still before Cancer and Wednesday, and so I was happy. I sent the message on the phone again. I asked all of them to send dancing emoji, and everybody sent a dancing emoji before I could actually tell them the good news. And here we are today. I want to first of all start by appreciating and recognizing the head of female football in Sierra Leone. We have a whole unit at the Sierra Leone Football Association responsible for women's affairs. That is Haja Matulai Kamal. We want to thank you, madam, for your support to us. Thank you. And like the president of SLF said, we are very dynamic in this board from different backgrounds. But what makes us more different is the fact that we have ex-players in the board, match commissioners in the board, lawyer in the board, and myself, a football enthusiast in the board. And so I would like to start with our very own lawyer, Angela. Angela is a lawyer, member of the board. Our very dynamic Secretary General, Madam Janesi. Madam Janesi is also a match commissioner, so I'm very experienced, very onto the dots in whatever she does. And we have another match commissioner all the way from Makeni, and that is Madam Emilia, very experienced in football. We have Madam Zainab from Lunge, an ex-player, and she owns a female team in Lunge. We have Madam Daniela, all the way from Kono. Daniela is also an ex-player. They all played for the national team then. And we have our own Madam Esekwi, as you all know, she also played football. And myself, chair lady for Eastern Lions Football Club. So we're not new to the game. And now I will also want to recognize a legend, a living legend, that when we were appointed, it almost brought controversy to say, where is she? She played for Sierra Leone, she represented Sierra Leone, and we are going to honor this legend, Musupele. Okay, so 6 months ago we were appointed to organize this league, first of its kind in Sierra Leone. Also, they've been saying, no, they are football, they've played before like Musupele, but we are saying this is the first national Premier League in the country, and we're first. So we've been planning, and we've done things that men have not done in football. Publicly, we actually had an interview, panel, where all these members, owners of clubs, came with all documents to show that these players are theirs. At first, they thought it was a joke, and we told them, if you don't bring the contract between you and these girls, you are not going to play the league. And we did that process for almost 2 weeks. We exceeded the time given to them, but we made sure they complied. The next thing we did was a team of us went around the country to engage stakeholders again, and the team managers, and the girls themselves. We all know about sexual harassment in football. We all know scandals all around the world, and we made sure we engaged them to tell them what to do and what not to do with the girls. That they, the managers, should allow the girls to play football. Also with the parents, there are some parents who are actually against their girls playing football. So again, we engage them because they don't want the city is strong. So again, we engage them to say, allow these girls to play. Football now is money, so allow them to play. So that was what we did. And about 2 weeks ago again, we engaged all the referees, all match commissioners in a seminar, so that we can play this game with a difference. And we want to report to you through the office of the First Lady that we'll be successful and we'll play the game on the 15th in Makeni City. Now, we have 3 areas that play female football exceptionally well. We have Makeni, we have Kono, and we have Kenema. They play football with or without support, and the place is always jam-packed. So we identified Makeni to play this game, the kickoff, and then on Sunday, 6 other teams will be playing across the country. And again, we are happy to make that history with you. As you are making history in female football, we are proud, we will make you proud. Now to the teams here today. on a very short notice, we want to say that for the very first time in the history of Sierra Leone, whether it's the male league or Premier League, but we, us, the ladies, will take Premier League at the local level. On Sunday, there will be a match in Kabbalah for the very first time. For the very first time, we'll play ball, we'll play this league in Kailan on Sunday. Some of us will be in Kailan to witness the first Premier League ever in Sierra Leone to be played on the pitches of these towns. And here this morning, I want to recognize, as I call you, please stand up. Men and Queens from Makeni. Men and Queens will be our host. They will play, thank you. They will be our host on Saturday. And we have Moiboma Queens from Sierraleone time. For the very first time, we'll play football in Sierraleone time. Malema, all the way from Kailan, will also play football. These are the Malema Queens. They will be playing football on Sunday in Kailan. Lamke FC, all the way from home. Yes, we are making you proud, Mr. President, as we make history with female football. FC Kalon, the lucky ones from the western area. You are not alone. We have the Sierra Leone Police, also from the western area. And we have Correctional Center from the western area. And we have Victory FC also from the western area. And we have 12 teams, 8 from the regions and 2 from the western area. So we are making, again, we'll make you proud, and we will continue to make you proud. Ladies, everybody is looking at me. I know, Mr. President, through the First Lady, it's been a challenge to organize this event. When we first started 6 months ago, we started with our budget was about 2.5 billion. These guys will not only, so we had arguments that no, now woman they stood there for play one leg no more. No, what men can do, we can do better. And we don't want to play a game where they will go to CAF, they will knock them out the first round. No, they can play the ball, and when they go to represent Sierra Leone at the national level, we'll play this game. And so we said we have to play home and away. And so it's very difficult to move these teams from Wutai to Kabbalah. It's very, very difficult. You're talking about 30 in total, officials and players, and it's money. We've been battling with them to give them their seed money. And so we are playing, like I said, home and away, because we want to play proper league. So in the end, the national will have a super national team to represent Sierra Leone. Now from 2.5, we're talking about almost 4 billion to play the game, to just play the game. The Ministry of Sports, through MSA, promised us 1.5 billion. And with your office, the Minister of Sports is here. Madam First Lady, the first day we met her, she made calls just for that promise to come through. But as we go into the games on Saturday, we are yet to receive anything from the team, from government, and that is why, again, we are happy that the First Lady made it possible for us to be here, so we can tell you what we want. The SLFA so far, we are proud of them. They've done well. We almost sleep in the office at the SLFA. We stress the president together with the head of female football. He doesn't pick us sometimes because we pressure him. We take another call number to call him, and the game I tell him he was in somewhere Morocco, and he video called me. Yes, I said you enjoy the game on Saturday. See how they come. They like now me I would trust. But we don't want it the usual way for the president to always, be coming in to support from his pocket, because he did that, and we want to say thank you for the last seminar. He actually gave us personally his own money, about $4,000 to organize that seminar. We want to say thank you. But it's not enough. It's not even half of what the SLFA said they are going to give us. And we want these guys to play consistently and not play and stop as it's been before, where the main league they will play and then they will stop. I'm getting emotional for this because I know anything I put my hands on, I want results and better results. And these teams, they've been supportive. It's been difficult. These guys have been in training camps for over 4 months without us giving them a cent. And so we don't want them to play and stop, play and stop. We want, what do they do? What do we want to do? We want to play the game. And we will be playing mostly on weekends because some of these guys have to go to school. So we'll be playing mostly, yes, because we want them also to have better education. So these guys also will be going to school, and on weekends they travel to their various destinations to play the game. Mr. President, through the office of the First Lady in particular, we want to say again and emphasize, will make you proud. Please talk to the Ministry of Finance, through the LSA or the Ministry of Sports, to at least ahead of Saturday's match. These teams, we've only given them 30 million, you see? 30 million is just hiring of buses to take them. I'm not sure all of them will be in McKinney because it will cost a lot, and these guys are in camps. 30 million is what we've given them, and that's, like I said, just to hire bus. We want to publicly thank Gentogo. He promised us 500 million euros. I went to the office yesterday. I think they processed the letter. I saw it firsthand, and that support is with the bank. It's supposed to be at the bank. Apart from that, we are yet to receive support from these companies, but they've promised us. So to help us so that this game will be successful, the whole league, we are begging you, Mr. President, please, the minister there, who they did, no small thing come out, let us give them things they are not so for real. We play on the highlights, but we are focused. You understand? We are focused that we want to play, and under my leadership, we are going to play this ball, and it will be a successful one. I want to say thank you again, Madam First Lady, for your support, champion of this female football, and we will go McKinney, on with or without this going to McKinney and Sideways football, they full of women football where they play. And we are going, and I want to say thank you to the teams and their managers for coming. We've been back and forth, but in the end, we will make a difference in our football. And two will not come before the park. And two will not any money where they don't go steal the balls, they don't go take the money. Any money where they give it, we make sure we tell them what they don't give it, and tell them what the money they for. We plan for ad parity we promise to now. We promise to give them 60 million each as seed money. We are not supposed to give them seed money, but as Sanonis. So we give them seed money. And on that, in that trophy, there will be something that no male Premier League not ever done. So thank you very much. I want to say thank you, Mr. President. On a Wednesday like this, when you should be in cabinet, you are here. This shows a lot that indeed you support women's empowerment and you want women to thrive. Happy International Women's Day to all of us women in this room. Thank you.
Your Excellency, it appears the chair has transformed from the courtesy call to request call. Thank you very much, Madam James. To move forward, we also now want to invite the Minister of Sport for a short statement, who is the ministry that's supervising this sector.
Your Excellency, Madam First Lady, the newly constituted Female Premier League Board, athletes, the Fourth Estate, good morning. Welcome to State House. Your Excellency, I think today is another historical day. For me, being part of this engagement, I think that tells the nation that this government is very much serious about sport, in promoting and making sure we take people out of streets bring them to the society which we think they belong to. Your Excellency, it may interest you that the chair lady for the newly constituted Premier League Board, Madam Asma James, was part of the Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi-led executive that ran one of the most successful league ever in the history of Sierra Leone. So for her being part of this Premier League Board, I think the sky is going to be the limit. I want to say a very big thank you to the FA President, even though this is a very short notice, I will make sure I will support them. Of course, I may confess that, the relationship between myself and the FA has been so cordial, consultations. I think I want to say a big thank you to His Excellency again, the President. That tells you that sport is something that has the power to bring people together. A lot of these athletes, I think today it's a big privilege for them to sit before the President. That tells you sports can do anything. Your Excellency, I want to join the FA President, Madam Asma James, the chairperson for the Premier League Board. I want to crave the indulgence of Madam First Lady. She started championing because of the female Premier League. Please, I want her to be the champion of this particular ongoing league that is going to be kicked off on Saturday. This is not the first time this government is supporting female league. Of course, my friend over there, Mahmoud, when I took over office, my first support to the Premier League, female Premier League board was, I think, he was the custodian for that particular Premier League board. We supported them, Your Excellency, and that league went a long way. And that league produced a professional player, as I speak, a lady by the name of Fatmata, aka Druba. She's now in America, pursuing her football career as a professional. Two. Wonderful, that's great. You see, that tells you this is a very serious government. We know what sport means for people. So, Your Excellency, today we are here. As the producer has just said, a courtesy call has now become a request. Of course, we have done the needful as the Sport Ministry and the National Sport Authority. We have done what we think we could have done. Everything is with finance. I was having a discussion this morning with the Kenneth Brymer, the NSA boss. I think he's going to make sure he do a follow-up this morning to make sure he get that money before the league kicks off. So on that note, I want to say a very big thank you for your call to the President. And we'll make sure on Saturday, we'll go there in numbers to support, because I know Makeni is one of those venues that so attractive to female football. I know. So we'll be there on Saturday to support you. Myself here, His Excellency, and Madam First Lady, to make sure we place that auspicious occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Your Excellency, we also have a very important and critical stakeholder, stakeholders in our midst, who are the owners of clubs. Owners of clubs, if you are here, you want to stand. So, Your Excellency, we'll see you. Can you give me a round of applause? So, we are investing taking care of the teams. Thank you very much. You may sit, owners of club. Your Excellency, like the chairperson of the female board has repeatedly said about the First Lady, she has been like the oxygen in life to the board and to the game, and the key opening doors for support from the board and the team. And therefore, it's my pleasure to invite Madam First Lady for a statement.